Causes of overpopulation. The causes of overpopulation are complex and not quite understood, but some causes can be observed. The theory is that the causes may include both external factors such as war and natural disasters and internal factors such as desired family size. In this blog post, we will discuss how these causes affect population growth rates in different parts of the world. Causes of overpopulation in 19th century. One of the most interesting questions is just what caused population growth in the 19th century. As we progressed from a frontier society to an urbanized nation, people tended to have more children, which contributed significantly to this big increase. However, some scholars argue that it was immigration and not increased fertility rates that might account for much of our rapid population growth during these years. The population growth in the 19th century was due to a variety of factors. Urbanization, sanitation, and diet all play some role because they improved life expectancy substantially during this time period. Causes of overpopulation in 20th century. Population growth in the 20th century has been undeniably immense. The causes for this explosive population increase are difficult to pinpoint, but they include increased access to contraceptives and medicine, improved agricultural techniques that led to decreased food shortages due to low crop yields or natural disasters like drought, a reduction of infant mortality rates through vaccinations, education on good health practices during pregnancy, and more doctors available with better facilities, etc. All these factors played integral roles in people living longer lives than before, which contributed massively towards our unprecedented demographic boom. A major cause of population growth in the 20th century was a decrease in infant mortality. The result? A significant increase in average life expectancy, which led to more people living longer and having children at an older age. Causes of overpopulation. Causes of overpopulation in rural areas. In the age of modern conveniences, our thirst for new technologies and inventions has become a driving force behind population growth, especially in rural areas. Our need to keep up with technology has led us to invest heavily into these industries, which is just one example where we are indirectly contributing towards expanding the world's population. The many innovations that modernity offers come at an expense. They tend to be more expensive than traditional goods like agriculture and manufacturing because of machinery, fuel costs, etc. But require less manpower expertise from workers. This leaves people out of work who would otherwise contribute their labor power for maintaining jobs within those sectors, thereby decreasing employment rates while simultaneously increasing unemployment figures across countries globally. A lot of factors contribute to economic and social reasons for rural growth, but one major contributor is that there are simply not enough people living in urban areas. Many industries will move away from cities because they can't find skilled workers or employees willing to work at their wage rates due to a lack of competition among employers. This leaves many jobs unfilled, which forces companies closer towards your farmhouse with more leads on qualified candidates who might be interested in coming down south and working some land. Causes of overpopulation in urban areas. The population growth in urban areas is caused by immigration, the birth rate of children living there, and more people choosing to live in cities. The cause for overpopulation in urban areas is a mix of both migration and natural increases. Many people are attracted to the economic opportunities that abound, while some move there due to their homes being destroyed by disasters such as earthquakes or hurricanes. Either way, they need housing, which contributes greatly to the increased density in already populated cities like Los Angeles, where many individuals live on top of each other with little room between them. The birth rate also plays an important factor since families often want more space, so they have children at earlier ages than before, making it easier for couples who cannot afford higher rents outside city centers to find affordable living quarters inside these boundaries instead. Causes of overpopulation during the Industrial Revolution. The causes of overpopulation during the Industrial Revolution are a complicated topic to address as there were many different factors that contributed to this phenomenon. The most commonly discussed reasons for this issue include changes in diet, sanitation, and medicine practices, which led to people's life expectancy being significantly higher than it had been before. However, some other contributing factors have also been identified, including an increase in childbirths due to social pressure, technological developments such as contraception devices like condoms or diaphragms, improved farming techniques allowing more food production per person on average, leading fewer starvation deaths from famine-related issues. and better education opportunities, increasing literacy rates among women who then became able to contribute economically outside their home by taking part-time jobs or being educated enough to teach children at school. The Industrial Revolution had an immense effect on population growth, both positively and negatively. Positively because it allowed people to work in the factories more efficiently with less effort. This led many individuals who were previously unable or unwilling to find a job suddenly able-bodied enough for employment, as well as making children much more valuable than before due to their ability at manual labor. These new jobs also provided family wage incomes, which made families healthier by allowing them better access to things such as clean water supply and sanitation systems that reduced cases of illness amongst women and infants tremendously. Killing rates decreased drastically when households began using hygienic practices like boiling drinking water instead of just letting it sit out overnight, where bacteria could grow quickly. Negative effects included overcrowding, urbanization, growth of cities, and migration to new areas that are less populated than the regions they came from. Causes of overpopulation in developed countries. The population in developed countries has been increasing, and there are many factors that contribute to this. The birth rate is higher than the death rate, so more people come into existence each year as opposed to leaving it at a constant level. A large part of these births happens through immigration, which means those children will be counted as citizens even though their parents don't live here legally on paper because they have not yet become naturalized U.S. citizens, for example. This does lead to some problems, like when we need public assistance programs such as food stamps or subsidized housing. Just imagine how overpopulated our country would be if everyone was taken care of by government-funded organizations. The other main cause behind high population rates being from an area's economic activity. In the past decade, there has been a significant increase in population growth rates throughout developed countries. The reasons for this are varied. Some blame it on immigration while others point to technological advancement and medical breakthroughs like birth control. There is also evidence that people living longer due to modern medicine may be contributing as well, though we can't say if these phenomena will continue indefinitely or not. No matter what factors you believe are causing the change, one thing seems certain: populations worldwide should grow at an escalating rate until 2050, when they'll level out again according to current projections after reaching approximately 10 billion by then. Causes of overpopulation in developing countries. Population growth in developing countries is a hot topic. There are many factors that contribute to this phenomenon, but the leading cause of population increase can be attributed to high fertility rates and large family sizes. These two components work together as they have an exponential impact on each other. One drives up the number of children women want while also making it more likely for them to have another child by not using birth control or abortion when their first few pregnancies don't result in. It's important for us all, especially those working with vulnerable populations who suffer from poverty, gender inequality, lack of education opportunities, among others, to understand what causes these rapid increases so we can develop tailored solutions.